Hello everybody, Vulcan here, and as I promised in my previous video, I'm going to be covering the third member of Team Juniper, Pyrrha. And I only say third simply because that's the order of the letters within the team name. So without further ado, let's get this started. I'm going to use this level because I feel that it fits Pyrrha's color scheme really nicely. Now I'm going to try to make this video a bit quicker than usual because I've tried recording this at least 6 times, but the game keeps crashing, so I'm gonna have to make a thread in the Steam discussion, in the Steam community, because it's really annoying that the game has to crash so many times. So let's cover this quickly enough. Pyrrha is really a simple character, really. What really makes her stand out is her basic combos. As I mentioned in my previous video, I really like her combos because they look fantastic, to say the least. And one of the reasons I say that is because, unlike other characters in the game, rather than upgrading her ranged attack or like Jean and Renner their heavy attack, what you can do is upgrade her basic combos, as you can see. So at level 1 you start off with the standard 4 light attacks, just like with any other character in the game. But as you upgrade it, at level 2, she gets 7 light attacks or 6 light attacks in a head, and finishing it off with a heavy attack. So I presume once you get to this point, it's going to be 10 light attacks or 9 light attacks and a heavy attack. As you can see, I upgraded or maxed out her aura and her ultimate attack, which is something I don't normally do. The only reason I did that here is because 1, I'm playing single player, and 2, her ultimate attack, which is what I usually upgrade instead to the max level, currently isn't available because I still have around 200 more Grimm to kill. And her team attack, I don't normally upgrade this to max anyways, because by the time you have to use it, the opponent's health would have already been depleted to an extent that the team attack kills it right away. So level 2 is already fine, and not to mention that in Pyrrha's case, her team attack has an incredible area of effect, so it's really nice to use. So basically, this is what her light attack looks like once it's complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, wait, I missed that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last attack is really nice, because it shaves off almost the entire health of the regular Beowulf. Not as good as with Nora, though. So, while it's certainly a point to be made that Pyrrha is the melee class of Team Juniper, I feel that Nora is a little... this is part of the reason why I said Nora is a little broken in this regard, because her light heavy attack already does a lot more damage and a lot faster than Pyrrha's attacks. But with that being said, one of the things you can do with Pyrrha is master her counter, which is a long distance toss. Basically what that does is it increases the range of her counter, which is already quite significant. And I can guess that against red androids in particular, that's going to be extremely useful, simply because their range seems to extend across the entire screen. So that's part of the reason why they're incredibly annoying. So her counters can be extremely effective in that sense. Other than that, she doesn't really have any particular gimmicks, but what I can say, let me see if I can get this time. Yes!
I love puzzles.
I was having a lot of problems yesterday while I was trying to record for Nora, but I think the reason I was having trouble getting this part down was because her jump doesn't go very far. Someone mentioned on Reddit that Nora's animation is a bit slow and clunky, but she's still extremely good to use. But yeah, beyond that, there's really nothing more I can say, so I can keep this simple. Her team attack is simply so good. One of the things I really like about Pyrrha in particular as well is that her animations really do a very good job of capturing resemblance, which is something that isn't really done for all the other characters. Not even Yang, even though her semblance is fairly simple. One thing is I can nitpick about her animation though is that her charged attack here basically puts her head forward a lot, and I say nitpick because it's really what I would have liked is more of an aesthetic effect as opposed to some sort of gimmick, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen the movie 300, and when Spartans used the type of thrust attack that Pyrrha uses here, they have their shield in front of them as a form of defense. Now, I'm not saying that the animators try to patch her animation so that she becomes invincible when she does a charged attack, but it's really more of an aesthetic thing that I would have liked to see, given the fact that her weaponry pretty much exemplary of what a Spartan in the movie 300 would have used. So yeah, that's my overview of Pyrrha. She's extremely good to use. When I used her on multiplayer, I was really comfortable with her, even though she wasn't maxed out. So use her. Use her. She's extremely good. Try and get the counter mastery with her, because it's gonna be really useful against red androids in particular. That said, when I was playing on single player to max her out, I did fight against red androids, even without the counter mastery, and her complete combos, including 6 light attacks and a heavy attack, were basically able to pin down the red android without giving it a chance to attack. So she's really good to use even in close range against red androids. So yeah, in other words, Pyrrha is extremely good. Oh, there is, now that I think about it, there is one thing that makes her really special. Well, not special, but something that's really gimmicky about her. And it's basically this. Oh shit. Sorry. Okay, let's show this. For other characters, the ranged attack is basically 1, 2, and then it does the fully charged range attack. For instance, with Blake, it's her paralysis attack, which covers the entire field. With Yang, her shotgun basically shoots 2 really powerful blasts, or 4, depending on how you upgraded it. For Yang, I don't upgrade her ranged attack at all, because for her, it's not very useful. But with Pyrrha, you can do a continuous stream. It doesn't cause a lot of damage, but if you're in a pinch and you're really basically out of health against a particular enemy, this basically stops them from doing anything and gives you a chance to recover your aura before you have to resume battle. And against androids in particular, and I suppose other very difficult enemies, that can be particularly useful. So, as it turns out, this video wasn't very short as I hoped, but I was lucky enough that the game didn't crash while I was recording. So I'm not going to risk it anymore, so leave a like if you liked the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel for more content, and I'll see you around soon.